Hi everyone, so I apologise if the lighting is a little bit weird, but it's really dark today and I'm having my box light fixed because there was something wrong with it, so I've only got the ring light today. So it looks okay from what I can see, but I know people say, oh, don't stress about the lighting, we don't mind, but I want it to be nice for you. But we are doing October favourites today and I can't actually believe that it's the end of October. I know we say this every month and it's repetitive and whatever, but this year's just gone by so quickly. It's my birthday on the 24th of October, so I like October, and then it's my boyfriend's birthday on the 27th, so it's always quite a nice time of year, and I always feel like it's kind of a nice autumnal type of vibe as well, which I quite like. But I've got some favourites here today. None of them are things I've talked about at length before, I don't think, but there aren't tons of them, so I'm just going to jump right into them. And there's only one kind of makeup related favourite, which is quite surprising. And it is the Clarins BB Skin Detox Fluid, which looks like this. Really nice packaging, comes with a pump, which I really appreciate because I like to be able to kind of pump it out on the back of my hand. And I'm actually the lightest shade in this, which sounds really strange, but I am the lightest shade, which kind of looking at me now, you're probably thinking, how is that possible? Because I'm not that fair. But the colours just run a little bit dark, so I am the lightest shade, which is 00 Fair. Medium coverage. I've only got one small layer on today, but then I've got concealer, and I've been loving this kind of in combination with it to apply it, which is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I did start out using the buffing brush with it, but I think the Expert Face Brush works better because it's a little bit more dense. And what I do is I kind of just buff it in on the outer parts, and then in the inner parts of my face I kind of stipple it in so it gives you a bit more coverage. Really like this. Not the longest lasting, not the best at oil control, but I've just been into kind of sheerer, glowier, lighter coverage foundations recently. I'm trying to get back into, I've not worn foundation and I've not worn eyeshadow for a really long time, kind of in the summer months. I just wasn't into it, and I'm kind of struggling to get back into it now. And I don't want to, because I love trying new things and I kind of want to keep things fresh for you as well. But this is kind of a nice transition product. Like I said, not the longest lasting. I do need to kind of powder a lot, but most things are like that with me. I've just got very oily skin and makeup makes it even oilier. So these combined are really lovely, and it just gives you a nice kind of fresh glowy look, which I like. Then I've got a favourite hair product, and this is really strange. It's not something that I would have necessarily thought that I would like, but I have had problems with my scalp for a really long time. And I'll kind of have stages where when it gets cold it'll get dry, and then when it's hot it'll get really sweaty, and I've just got, you know, a lot of hair, and if I don't wash it every single day my scalp doesn't like it. But because I've got a lot of hair, I don't like to wash it every day because it's such a time consuming thing to then sort it out, and it's you know, hashtag long hair problems. I know, I like having long hair, so it's fine. But basically, the L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil Clay Mask, and this is a pre-shampoo mask for your scalp, and it basically is like a clay mask for your face, for your scalp. The texture of it's really interesting. It's the same sort of texture as a face mask would have. So it's not that kind of, can you see there? It's not like really creamy. It's more just like a clay mask. It's quite solid. It smells nice, smells really nice and fresh, and I have been really enjoying this. Every time before I wash my hair, I'll put it on for kind of 10 minutes on my scalp, and it just leaves everything feeling fresh. I find I can go kind of an extra day without having to wash my hair, and it just works really nicely. And especially in the winter time, I hate washing my hair because my hair takes such a long time to dry. So I really like this, and it's really inexpensive as well. Generally L'Oreal hair care I do quite like. Then the next four things are all skincare related. The first thing I've got here is by Paula's Choice, and it's the Redness Relief 1% BHA Lotion Exfoliant. So it's an exfoliating lotion. It comes out kind of with a pump, and it's like a light cream. I've been using this every night, and it's very gentle. I haven't seen like a tremendous effect with it, but I do feel that it's kind of helped to minimise my pores and just make my skin look a bit smoother in general. I would be interested to try the kind of higher dosages that they do of these, but I really like this. I think it's a really nice product, really kind of solid, and I think you get a lot of bang for your buck in here as well. Then I've got a face serum, and this is a really random one, and I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel before, but I am really enjoying it. And now I'm kind of thinking, did I mention it in last month's favourites? Should have gone and checked, didn't I? I don't think I did, but anyway, whatever. This is the Balance Active Vitamin C Power Serum. which looks like this. I picked this up in somewhere random like Savers, and they say that it illuminates and brightens tired looking skin. Balanced active formula vitamin C is a lightweight and non-greasy pro-radiant serum that contains active levels of, I don't know how you pronounce any of those words, the synchronized action of these two forms of stabilizer vitamin C plus zinc, blah 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 blah. Basically, yeah, it's a serum with vitamin C in it. Vitamin C is one of those ingredients that I know it can be slightly difficult, and you don't always know kind of if you're getting the right percentage of it and things like that. But my skin tends to react really well to it. And if I'll show you here, it's a very, very liquidy serum, but it's not oily at all. You can see it kind of dribbling down my hand there. It's not oily at all. It's just very liquidy, and then once you rub it into your skin, a couple of seconds and it disappears. I think it would actually be quite a nice one under makeup. I should try it. I'm using the Paula's Choice Redness one at the moment, but maybe I'll give that one a go. It's just really nice, and it does kind of give my skin a little bit of a glow, I feel, when I wake up in the morning, and it works really nicely under a face oil, which leads me on to the next product, and this is the organic Boots Botanics Organic Facial Oil, which looks like this. Can't see that well because of the white bit on it, but this is so nice. I've been trying a lot of facial oils recently because I did that video on facial oils, which I will link down below if you want to go and check it out, and I really like this for the price. It's really, really nice. I use it instead of a moisturiser at night. It's not too greasy, it just balances my skin nicely. It makes my skin look really glowing and healthy and juicy, so I really like that. And then last but not least, in terms of beauty products, I've got this cleanser, and it's the Boots Botanics Hot Cloth Cleansing Balm. I always go back to using a balm in the winter. I don't know why, I just like it. And this is what it looks like. You can see kind of like fingers in there. It's a very, very solid, very oily balm. And you would kind of think like you've got oily skin while you're using that. But I just like how it feels. And I just kind of give my face a really good massage. I'll remove my makeup first and then go in with this. And you can take it on your eyes. It is one that you do have to, when you're rinsing it off with a flannel, be quite thorough because it does leave a little bit of a residue. But I quite like that because as well as my skin being oily in the winter, it can be quite dehydrated, and I just find that this works really nicely. I think it'd be a really good one for travel as well because of the packaging, but I really liked it. So those are all of my beauty favourites. I've now got a book favourite that I want to share with you, and if you follow me on Instagram, I've been raving about this for the past week anyway, but it is this book called B.A. Paris, and it is called Behind Closed Doors. I bought this on Amazon because what I do is I'd kind of tried to promise myself I was going to read a book a month, and I have done so far this year, sometimes more than that as well, and I buy kind of like 5 or 6 books on Amazon in one go. I always buy kind of pre-used books. I don't care if they're new, you know, like if they're in good condition, it's fine. What's a used book look like? Someone's read it, whatever. But I bought a bunch, and this was one that I hadn't heard anything about. And what I do is every time I read or someone recommends something about a good book, I have a little list on my phone where I write it down. Hadn't heard anything about this, and Amazon recommended it for me, and I picked it up, and I enjoyed it like I haven't enjoyed a book for absolutely ages. And I'll read you the blurb on the back just in case you're interested. But it says, everybody knows a couple like Jack and Grace. He has looks and wealth, she has charm and elegance. You might not want to like them, but you do. You'd like to get to know Grace better, but it's difficult because you realise they are never apart. Some might call this true love. Others might ask why Grace never answers the phone or can't meet for lunch without Jack, or why there are bars on one of the bedroom doors. Sometimes the perfect marriage is the perfect lie. Really, really good. I read it in 3 days. It's just really fast paced, and you're kind of getting to find things out in kind of like bits of the past, and then it jumps to kind of present, and it was just a really, really good book. If you like kind of psychological thriller type of books, this was great. Really recommend it. And then in terms of random favourites, for TV favourites and things like that, I am still watching True Blood, but I don't think I'm going to persevere with it. It's going away from our TV in a few months anyway, which is annoying. But it's just a little bit, I don't know. I like it, and there's elements to it that I like and I think are really clever and interesting. But the main bit, the main love story, just does nothing for me. The build does nothing for me. I find Suki a bit annoying. It just, I don't know. But we have started watching Californication, which I know isn't new, but it's on Netflix, and we just wanted something easy to watch because we'll have TV shows that like me and my boyfriend watch together, and then ones that we watch separately. We both started Californication and really liked it. I love it. It's so funny and it's different, and I get why people say that it's like the male equivalent of Sex and the City. It's just really good fun, easy viewing, but still very well written, and the dialogue's very good in it. I found it has so much sex in it though. Like if you thought True Blood was bad, Californication's on another level. But you know, it's okay, whatever, I don't mind. But yeah, that's everything that I have loved this month. I hope you all had a great October, and wishing you a great November, and it means that we're that little bit closer to Christmas. Just putting it out there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you next time. Bye!